Hello! Alright, let me see if I can get the caption, or not the caption, the chat back up. Okay, hi everybody! Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. We are coming to you live from the Dark Hour Costume Shop. Woohoo! And the crowd goes wild. Alright, so let's get through the romper room here. Hello to Jordan, Barbara Saletti, Edson Glutz, Scuba Steve, John C, Jennifer Pew Pew Pew, Void Beyond, Mass Slasher, Hugo Cordialete, Brian Lippert, Sherry Phillips, did I say Ross Richard already? Ross Richard, Al Matrard, ba ba ba, and yeah, okay, so that's everybody. So hello, we are coming to you live from the Dark Hour Costuming Shop tonight, and let me see if I can get this. Oh, picture in picture. Oh, there we go. Wait, actually, I'm going to take you to the Ozbot. There you go. Alex, say hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Ooh.
Edson Glutz says hello, Stacy, and the rest of the gang. Pew, pew, pew. Sherry Phillips says hey, Stacy. Hey, hey, hey. All right. I guess I should have swapped out the Ozbot and the Trevor. Things are fine. Things are fine. Okay. So, tonight, Alex is going to be working on some distressing, and I'm going to be doing some sewing. This is Jolene. She came with the name. And yeah, for everybody who's tuning in tonight, you're going to have to tell me if the sound works on this. John C. says, hello, Alex.
Hi.
Jennifer Pugh says, picture in a picture. Yes, we have picture in a picture, and when Alex is working on the distressing stuff, I'll switch to that so you can see both of us. Ross Richard says, Alex! Shirt! Wait, are we talking Alex's shirt? Let's see. Wait, I put all this on the thing. I think I can do this now. Nope.
We're hot set.
Okay, there you go. Yes, this is Alex's super awesome custom shirt that she made. Okay, you're on the spot. There you go. So she has two of these, because the other one is the other half. Yep. Hugo says, cool. Sherry Phillips says, Jolene. Yeah, she came with the name, because Jolene is awesome. And
don't tell Dolly that.
Yeah, this is, so yeah, so we're going to get some stuff done tonight. All of the everybody else is on their way to East Coast Hunters Convention, or they're already getting ready for East Coast Hunters Convention. And so yeah, you've got the ladies in the house tonight. So I've tried something. For all of you guys showing up tonight, you have to let me know if yes, I'm on all comments. Yes, I'm on the live chat. I'm gonna see you guys.
What are we missing?
I know. Hello, Diane Parrish. Let me see if you guys can get the audio from this. Okay. Beastman fist bump. Also, it did a weird thing with the. That's strange. Okay, so tell me if you got audio from the Beastman fist bump. And if you got audio from the Beastman fist bump, then I have another fun thing that I did. So, yeah.
Please get audio.
Please
it's
get
so
audio.
fun.
Full of God. Type avocado if you heard that Beastman fist bump noise. Fist bump. Just let the wine flow. The bosses are out.
Listen.
You know, yeah. Yes, audio. Yay. Okay. All right. So
they may be out, but they're still watching.
That's true. Yeah. They are on. I suspect they are on the feed right now. Avocado. Thank you, Jennifer Pugh. I could hear, I could see it. That it was showing that it was giving you audio, but I couldn't hear audio. So yay. So thank you for joining us for the first annual Ladies. John C says Stacy is so cool. Yeah, well, I'm gonna be sewing tonight. Yep. Christy says avocado and hello, Christy. Is this Christy, who is my friend on Facebook and who recommended that I come to Dark Hour? Because if so, hi, I owe you so much. But yeah, so I'm going to get this shuffled Jennifer Pugh says, woo! I'm going to get all of the giant thing that I'm sewing shuffled over.
Do you want us to grab a radio?
And, yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
We also have sliders in the building practicing. Also, all ladies tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Edson said, woohoo, crowd noises. Yeah, because everybody's excited for ladies' night. Shannon says, anarchy, the ladies are taking over.
I told you they may be away, but they're still watching.
I know. Silly Zombie 66. Oh, Silly Zombie. There you go.
Radio check.
Loud and clear. Says, yo, on our way to the show, like 30 from our hotel. Hey, congrats. Christy, you awesome. You so awesome. Thank you so much. Christy is who, like, you worked here, you interned here, and was like, you need to go check this place out. Like, I think you would really like it. And I was like, well, okay. And then I did. And I was like, oh yeah, no, this is where I need to be.
Thanks, Christy.
And since the owner of the Queen, Shannon is looking over, no wine. Wah. Yeah, I did just slam a large caffeinated beverage though, so we should be functioning for a little while. So we're gonna work until we don't have work left, or until the sliders are finished and we're finished, and I guess we're gonna see how fast I get through this. So what Alex is doing is gonna be distressing some of the trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, trick-or-treaters
among other
and
things.
Scarecrow. We're starting with gloves.
Okay.
We're making some gloves.
So we're making some gloves. She's gonna be throwing some gloves. Silly Zombie says, will Bug be at the show? Yes, she will. Her and Rue and Robert all
Wild
flew
Robert.
out today. I guess Alan and Shannon flew out this morning bright and shiny early.
They watched the sun come up.
They did watch the sun come up. So yeah, everybody else is on their way out, and so we're holding down the fort here. Ross Richard says, hey Alex, I've met Seamus and Rusev, aka Miro, at my old jobs. I have proof. Is this a wrestling thing?
Wow, yeah.
Very nice. So, you guys will bear with me tonight. I'm going to bounce back and forth between checking on comments and sewing on machine. We're sort of, so the entire live streaming setup is on a cart. Spin the Oswald. We're going to do some streamception here. Cart. So we're sort of wedged into the corner here. There's only power on this side.
In the ghetto.
In the ghetto. So yeah. So that's. Here, we'll spin that back around so you can see where you are. Pointed at your machine.
Is it pointed more?
Yeah, a little bit. There you go. Close enough.
Good enough.
So yeah, that's what's going on tonight. Because we are not in the main shop tonight, we don't have a big TV for reading comments on.
Our official petition for a big TV in the costume room.
I'm just saying, we could stream from here too. Jennifer Pugh says, who got stuck driving the van? Nobody. Actually, the van was here today. Chris and Boston drove out to Paris, Texas to go pick up a whole bunch of wood for stuff. Bug-infused wood. There might be some ants. I don't know. Hopefully not a lot of ants. That would be great.
Apparently they were flying.
They're flying ants. But yeah, so that's what's going on. So I'm gonna switch you over to Alex and get my stuff set up over here. And wrong one. There we go. So Alex is sewing. I'm gonna set up for sewing, and we will go into some picture-in-picture when she gets started distressing. But yeah, feel free to ask us questions. Ugh, maybe we'll do a little shop tour in here later.
See if I can sew this without sewing my fingers.
Well, that would be a bad time to do it. Like, when we're live.
Well, what happened
going
was...
to injure yourself. Do it in secret so no one knows. I guess the tan is okay for this. I've got the silver in the bottom, but no one's gonna see the bottom anyway, so.
Yeah.
Jennifer Pugh says, are they not doing a booth at East Coast? I think everything they brought to East Coast could fit in a suitcase. I think they were largely promoting the classes and consultation services and stuff. So yeah, no need for a big booth full of stuff.
I think all the banners went.
Yeah, all the banners and all that jazz. So hopefully they are not too overburdened with all of their stuff. Ugh. But yeah, it's kind of an exciting time to be here while everyone else is gone. You either get a lot of work done or no work done. Today was a lot of work done, which is nice. So Alex, what are your these are cat gloves?
Yeah, these are a black cat gloves that we have for the black cat. For our like Halloween's section of the haunt. So it's like all classic Halloween characters. So we have like trick-or-treaters and scarecrows and sheep ghosts, and now we're going to, which we've had a black cat before, but I don't think they debuted last year. I don't think they got to play.
Oh, well, there you go.
The year before. So they're getting a revamp.
Jennifer Pugh says, "Wowzers, cool, yeah." We're gonna take bets on whether I can make it through this whole time without having to change out a bobbin. My money's on no. I guess we'll find out. So who all is going to East Coast Haunters? I know Silly Zombie said you guys are on your way. Anybody else swinging out that way? This is a brand new show, right?
I wonder how close. Alan said it was close to Philly. I wonder how close it is.
I don't know. Dearest chat, how far away is East Coast Haunters from Philly?
That's where WrestleMania was this year.
Oh yeah?
It was a few weeks ago. Boy, it's a big time for Philly.
Yeah. Now, did I see that there were belt shenanigans with somebody had to surrender their...
Oh, our dearest beloved Rhea Ripley,
Yeah.
mommy,
Yeah,
she is injured, so she had to relinquish her title.
that was what I heard.
And I'm very sad because I just named my car after her.
I mean, she is black, all like goth and sexy, so...
I'm gonna get a Rhea Ripley shirt to put on my passenger,
Nice.
passenger seat.
Nice. Jennifer Pugh says, "I'm on call for work, so no for me." Edson says, "You should all do vacation time and come to Greeley." In my massive amount of spare time, I would love that. I'm on a bit of a work reduction as of recently. I'm spending 2 days a week hanging out with my dad. Jennifer Pugh says, "East Coast is more like MHC, right?" Yeah, I believe so. I believe it is I mean, obviously it's a brand new show, so it's probably going to be a little smaller than your standard operating show, but I think it's more geared towards actors and performers than it is towards just owners looking to make big purchases. So that's kind of nice. This is going to be wild. Let me flip back over here so I can show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so what I've got here is a giant pile of sheet ghost. It's a giant pile of sheet. That this morning we laser cut a lot of really cool tatters for. And now we are sewing on all of those tatters to aforementioned sheet. And they are all kind of in various directions on here. So I'm trying to finagle all of this underneath my presser foot. Jennifer Pugh says, "Alex, do you have hair on your palms?"
Yes. Never ending. Well, and I got that hyperhidrosis, so everything when my hands are sweating just sticks more.
Oh, yeah.
And like, can you see all that fur? It never comes off.
So have we even started talking about season costumes, or is that sort of what the trick-or-treater stuff is?
This is like beginning.
Yeah.
And we're probably only here because I said, Alan, according to the calendar, we have a shoot in 2 weeks. Because we're not playing how we played that last shoot.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we have a shoot tomorrow. Huh. Okay. So.
Edson Glute says, that's great to hear, but being someone who lost both parents, that's the thing I miss the most, is their voice. Please try to record them. Oh, yeah. No, my brother-in-law, Tim, has been recording Dad's stories. Oh, no, this came out. And we've got a lot of great recordings of him singing and playing the guitar. And so, yeah, we've just been spending a lot of time hanging out and watching Westerns and talking and just hanging out. But spending a couple days a week out there so my mom can continue going into work, and we get some quality time, so it's a win-win. Creative Doof says the boys left for the day. All of the boys left for the day that were still here, and then the rest of the boys are en route to or either en route or at East Coast Honors Convention. So most of the rest of us are just hanging. I guess Jake was here today. Ivan was here today. But yeah.
Teddy was here. Teddy's very quiet.
Oh yeah, Teddy was here.
We never know when Teddy is or isn't here.
He holds up and just does his work, which is great.
He'll randomly come out and, you're awesome. Runs away. No. My hot glue was getting stuck to the fur
Oh no.
that was already on the hand, but I was having to use this hand to put the hot glue and hold it in.
Choices. Choices were made. Oh, we got some overlap. That's what's happening here. What is going on? Ow! All right.
One.
So tonight's drinking game is how many times Stacy stabs herself on the rather a lot of pins that are in this pile of sheet. That's one. Everybody take a shot. John C. says, will you ever design a new Stilt Beast or Halloween shirt? Probably. I suspect this is not our final Stilt Beast or final Dark Hour shirt. We've got some old ones we are clearancing out here at Dark Hour. So if you happen to come by for a show here or a tour in the next pre-Halloween time, you can pick up one of our old shirts, like for Annabelle's or our old Dark Hour design shirt for like $10, I think right now.
So.
They are inexpensive. So you can have a piece of vintage Dark Hour. Jennifer Pugh says, don't bleed on the sheet, Ghost. Listen, I make no promises, okay? There's like a little enamel pin that I have seen some costumers have that says, I bled on this. I'm like, yeah, that tracks. I mean, really, how many projects do you make it through where you don't bleed on it at least a little?
That's probably one of my favorite stories now.
Oh?
Is our last show we were having to like do the, what is that thing? The tagging gun.
Oh, yeah.
We're having to tag gun stuff on our actors. And I accidentally stabbed myself with the tagging gun.
Ooh.
And my finger was just like profusely started bleeding. And Reagan just goes, oh no.
Oh, no.
I was like, it's fine. It's me.
Yeah.
I didn't stab you. I stabbed me.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
But it was just her. Oh no. She was just like, look down. Blood.
Natty Pan says, I love your half and half shirt.
Damn.
Yeah, Alex is dead clever and comes up with all sorts of cute stuff freaking all the time. And it's great.
Maybe we can do a Patreon giveaway with a half and half shirt.
Heck yeah.
Or two, because there'll be 2 shirts.
That's right. That's right. I'm game. Okay, so I guess some of these only have one still. Unless there's rogue pins in here. There might be rogue pins.
Changing the games. I guess I should. Well, there we are.
Things are fine. Let me see if I can add a thing while we're doing this.
We're high tech. We're about to see how high tech.
All right, just kidding. We have picture in picture. That's good. Let's see if I can add. Okay. There's our Ozbot. Down here. All right. There we go. So now I got picture in picture for this one. Things are fine. Provided I didn't kill the stream, we'll go back to the comments. Jennifer Pugh says, hell yeah, make it an XL. I got fluffy. Maybe we'll do a couple. Alright, so let's see if we can do this. Christy says a whole show should be made around that shirt design. It is awesome. Well, it's pretty apt because everything we do is kind of a little bit of Still Beast and a little bit of Dark Hour and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and so it's very apropos.
Really depends on the hour.
Edson says, so with no Rue or Alan, the fire risk is minimal tonight. Listen, how long has it been since we set something on fire in here? I mean, I did set something on fire today, but not in here. It was on the laser, and only a very small fire. Like, Jennifer Pugh says minimal, but not zero. Correct. We're not even to the spraying volatile chemicals yet. All right. So this is like a king-size sheet?
I was thinking about that earlier. I'd say, like, if Shannon's still here, she can better answer. Because these are Alan and Shannon's personal Sheik Ghost costumes that they very quickly had to come up with because they were moving and they needed a costume.
When was this?
2019? 18?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess whenever they moved out to the...
Yeah, when they moved to the cabin.
Cabin in the woods. Oh.
Everything was still packed away, so they
Cabin in
grabbed
the
2
woods.
sheets.
Yeah. That's funny.
And then
I
they
mean,
came here.
That totally tracks. Like... Okay, so this kind of has both. We'll do it to here and then figure it out. What? Oh no. Did you get stuck on the wrong side?
The fur, or the glue on this fur got stuck to this fur.
Oh no.
And then I moved this hand and it just
Went away.
You did it, Phil.
Behold the yeet.
Ow! 2!
2! There's so many layers and there's a lot of pins. It's fine. Things are fine. Have you ever sewn over a finger?
No, and I'm terrified to,
Yeah.
knowing probably one day it will happen.
Yeah.
I've gotten pretty dang close a couple times.
Yeah. All right. Knock on wood.
Yeah. It's one of the, like, I get so close
Yeah.
that I just go by and I'm like, oh, okay. have a moment where I close my eyes and I'm like, is pain coming? No pain?
No pain.
Okay,
All right, we're good.
I guess
We're
we
good.
did it.
Things are fine. John C. says, my mom used to sew her own clothes in the 60s and 70s. She sewed all of our Halloween costumes. Her niece sewed her own, and her two sisters' bridesmaids' dresses. That's awesome. I have sewn a couple of wedding dresses and a bunch of bridesmaids' dresses in my time. The Vesses friends of mine, came out to fair, I guess the first weekend because that was the last time I worked. And she had on one of the dresses that was one of her bridesmaids from their wedding that I made. I was like, hey, I know that dress. Nice dress.
I'll be making my first wedding dress coming up.
Jordan Easel says, hello, Beast. So no men in the shop. No men in the shop. It's ladies' night. Natty Pan says, I predict 5 pricks of the fingers. Well, we're 2 in already, and we've only been live for 26 minutes, so we have a lot to go. I hope for everybody who's playing the drinking game along with this at home that it is only 5. Alex was meticulous laying these out, and I am deeply appreciative of that. Mere minutes ago, this was laid out flat in our green room on the floor where she was trying to get all of this in there. Yep, no gents tonight. Everybody is on their way, or I guess already in near Philly for the East Coast Hunters Convention. So we are home unsupervised. It's our favorite way to be. And they said, I guess we won't go live this week. And I said, nay, nay. I'm here. I know how to run the thing. Jordan Easel says, is that Freddy's glove? And who's wearing it?
Black cat glove. I guess it kind of looks like Freddy without the fur.
Yeah.
But we're putting fur on it, so it'll be black cat gloves for our black cats in Halloween's little section for our season.
Edson Glute says, so Mom asked, what is both of your favorite things that you've made?
So many.
I know. I think, this is a question that I struggle with because we make so much cool stuff so often.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my favorite thing I've made recently is those costumes that are going to our friends in North Carolina, who I don't know if I'm allowed to name the show or not. And I don't have pictures, and they're already boxed up and everything, so I can't show you. But I got a really cool sketch from a very cool artist, and they said, we want this. And I said, yeah, I can do that. And it ended up looking very much like the sketch, which is my favorite thing, when it looks like it ought to look. And so I think that's my favorite thing I've made recently.
I think mine might be, actually, it doesn't look as cool because it's not on a thing.
Oh, Ozbot's tracking you. Yeah.
Is Maeve.
Maeve McKenna.
Oh, she's not ironed. Well, yeah.
Natty Pan says, by the pricking of my thumb. Yes, something wicked this way comes indeed. So tell them a little about that costume you just showed.
So Maeve is another one of our witches here. And that one, so all of our witches, I was also kind of given a sketch-ish. It was like a digitized version of them. And if we didn't already have them, it was make it look like the thing. If we already had like a base and they were just getting upgrades, then you just kind of change the upgrades to like make it look more like the digitized picture. But May was one that brand new, they didn't have anything, and I think they're probably gone now. But what is the really thin tape? The
Washi
different-
tape?
Washi tape?
Like it's like masking tape, but
But it's like
skinny.
super thin.
yeah. I think washi tape or like just masking tape, I guess maybe.
Yeah, it's like painter's tape, but it's super skinny. But I laid different colors of that out for each layer. For each layer, I would use a different color and shape out the thing on the floor, and then I would take that then and trace it on fabric and then make a fabric version of it. So that was fun. That was also like a big learning experience on like how to like draw something out with tape and then pattern it and then make it from fabric.
Heck yeah. Artist Gulio says it's Natie's light.
Listen,
Hey Gulio. Hope you guys have a lot of fun at East Coast Haunters. We miss you. John C says, if you get a sudden delivery of 15 pizzas with payment due, it wasn't me. Jordan Easel says, you, the kind one, working on the glove. What's your name?
Alex.
This is Alex Godwin, our awesome director of costuming at Dark Hour Haunted House. Rue Newman says, creepers be creepin'. Rue Newman! We know that guy.
You're not supposed to be here.
You're not even supposed to be here today. It was a very quiet shop today with nobody over there laughing their butt off.
Mm-hmm.
Also, your 3D print makes us very nervous.
Yeah.
It
It
looked
may
like
or
it
may
was,
not be acting.
yeah, I'm
up.
like, I don't know how to direct it if it's doing something it ought not to be doing. So we just let it be. But Jordan Easel says, I added kind to that sentence because I didn't want to sound impolite. Artist Gulio says, for being unsupervised, there aren't many flaming corpses. That's true.
Not yet. There's still time.
Edson Glue says, Mama is super impressed and asked, when is costume shop? Or Stacy's YouTube Wednesday. I don't know. We need to, I guess, plot out what costuming camp is going to be. Like, we got a lot of ideas floating around here. Some of them are good ideas. Those are the ones that come from me.
Only a little bit.
Jordan Easel says, I never knew Rue's last name. I never knew Rue's last name. It's Newman? Correct. It is. That's why when Josh Newman comes on, he always says no relation. Rue Newman says, my print was still going this morning. Still good? Question mark? It was still going. It does appear to be lifting the
bed
plate.
is lifting.
Which...
And it looks slightly janky, like the print looks slightly janky now. One of the circle pieces like has a slit in it, and unclear.
Shrug.
We can send you pictures after though, if you want pictures.
Ashton Jones says, costume camp, sign me up. Jennifer Pugh says, ooh, a costume camp would be a great idea. Jordan Easel says, come to think of it, none of us heard his last name. That's true, he's a secretive man. He is in the Creepers group, you guys, on Facebook. Like.
To be fair, when you hear his name a lot, it's Rue.
It's mostly just being hollered.
There's not time for Newman. That's why his name is Rupert. Rupert Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, I would say that Alex gives everybody a fun middle name so that she can yell at them. But I don't have one because you don't have to yell at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sneaky like that. Yeah, I think costume camp would be great, and like maybe instead of sculpting gear and stuff, everybody gets a sewing machine or something. Get some of those industrial or not industrial, the like heavy duty singers, or whatever, that are fairly inexpensive. Go off of that. Could be fun. Like a whole weekend to learn how to sew and draft a costume or something. Could be fun. I'm just saying. Could be fun. You know, just trying to earn our keep here. Also really trying to not sew this to itself. There's a lot of it going on.
Ha ha ha. Black cat gloves.
Success. Victory is yours.
Maybe I shouldn't have done the Velcro.
Now you're locked in. Hey, Jennifer Pugh, thank you so much. You could have beastman fist bump. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us on
Ladies' Night. Oh, listen, I am deeply amused at my own button making today. I found a good witch graphic. What can I say? I felt obliged. Yeah, all let's see, what's the thing we want in costuming that all tonight's live stream proceeds go for?
TV.
We need a TV.
It was hot, but it was a little hotter than I thought.
Oh no. Got
It's
torched?
just a widow win.
Oh jeez.
It's just a widow win.
Jordan News says your name is Alex, right? If so, did I spell it correctly? Yes. Yes, you did.
Whee!
Good job. I'm trying to like work my way around the outside of this and do it in a ring, I guess, maybe.
No big circle.
Yeah, and then work my way in. Layers, there's layers. An onion. Jordan Easel asks, is there more than one way to spell your name?
Well, I go by Alex because Alexandria is forever long. And
Forever long.
I don't like spelling Alexandria because it's forever long.
I guess I've seen Alex spelled like A-L-E-C.
Yeah.
Maybe.
ALX.
A-L-X, yeah.
I kind of wish I saw ALX like a couple years ago, and I really am sad that I didn't see that before ALEX.
Yeah.
ALX feels cool.
A-L-I-X too, I guess.
Yeah.
Could be.
Little hipster.
Yeah. That's a baby born with a latte in its mouth.
What else was I doing?
Natty Pants says, I'm amused by your ladies' night button too. Shannon said, oh no you didn't. Oh yes. Yes we did. And now it means that in the future there can be even more ladies' night. She said, and you resurrected the Beastman fist bump. Yes, we did. He did send me the video on how to do it. I just hadn't had time to work on it. And then today I did. So, success. Alright. So now we go to... Where are you? We shuffle. Aha! To tripod cam. There we go. So now we have tripod cam and monitor cam. All right. We move into the distressing phase of things. Oh, comments again.
Oh, I'm about to witness it take me 10 minutes to get these gloves on because my hands are sweating.
Chris Melton says
Christopher.
they get left alone for one day and start having too much fun. Barbara Saletti says, so what's on the menu? I had to step out for a little while. I am sewing a big pile of sheet. And Alex is working on distressing.
Alex is struggling to get gloves on.
Alex is step 1, putting gloves on. And then step 2, getting the stuff distressed. So that's what we're working on right now. Jordan says, the logo is charming, but the sound is jarring. Bad time to wear headphones like I am right now. Sorry. Frustratingly, I can only hear it on the end of editing the sound itself. I can't hear it in context of everything. Maybe there's a way to do that, and I just don't know how. But yeah, Ladies' Night is jarring, so I apologize in advance. Barbara Saletti says, no sheet. Jordan says, what a pile of sheet. Correct. This is, in fact, a very large pile of sheet. Let's see. Jennifer P says, Alex, can we get a good look at the back of the shirt, of your shirt? Pivot. There you go. Stand up. There you go. Go. Shannon says we were all in the van laughing about that Ladies' Night button. Yes.
Win.
I was hopeful that was going to be the effect. Diane Parrish says, I want one of those shirts. Well, I guess at this point we're contractually obliged to make one for Patreon.
Yeah.
I guess 2 for Patreon.
We'll have to do like a poll or something. Like
Yeah, on what size. Yeah. Or we just draw 2 winners and then request sizes that way. Like, you won one, what size do you want? And then maybe we'll have an extra to give away.
We might have 4.
Yeah. And then there's more. But wait, there's more.
It's fine.
Jordan says it's funny because there's a toilet joke in there somewhere. You're correct. The pile of sheet, yes. Yes, there is a toilet joke in here, but it's buried really deep down and there's a lot of pins, so I'm not going to go digging for it. So yeah, tonight we've got our setup in Dark Hour costuming, and which I hope the sound is okay in here. Like it's pretty well insulated. There's a lot of costumes on the walls. It's a little smaller space than we're usually in, so hopefully you can hear us okay, even over the roar of sewing machines. Barbara Saletti says hopefully the sheet won't hit the fan. No, I've moved all the fans far away, so it's quite warm in here, in fact. All right, now finding where I've already sewn.
You've made the circle.
I don't know. I don't know if I have yet or not. But I'm a little twisted. Things are fine. Christy says sound is great. Jennifer P says sound is really good. Yay. Oh, there we go. More lives from here. Thank you, Shannon. Jordan says, how does it feel to be surrounded by a steaming sheet heap and exotic material? No different than it does every day, Jordan. Pretty great. It's pretty dang great. Not gonna lie, though. I am exactly the kind of artist that really is best at home in just an absolute pile of sheet. That's professional right there. Thomas K says, I feel like costume camp would be full of pricks and piles of sheet. A distinct possibility. A distinct possibility. It wants to stick to itself. I want to reach in and just grab it. And I know that's dangerous. Ow! It's like never like a full like poke into a finger. It's just catching the edge of it. Woof. We were talking about sewing over your finger earlier. I have never sewn over a finger, knock on wood, but I have caught a fingernail on the needle when I wasn't even sewing. I was like just moving something under and caught the edge of the thing. I'm like, what the? It was quite stabby.
Yeah, since I've discovered like the quilting clips.
Yeah.
If I don't have to use pins, I ain't doing it.
Oh yeah, they're the best. If you don't know what Alex is talking about, they're these sexy beasts right here. Here. I guess these are just clips. The quilting clips are a little longer
Yeah.
for use putting down binding on quilts and stuff. But they are really awesome. They hold really well, and they have a nice little ridge to them there, which means you have one flat side and one curved side, so it'll slide along your table as you're moving fabric on your sewing machine. And for stuff that you can't put holes in for pins, they're really good. And for stuff that you don't want to bother with pinning, they're also good. Jordan Easel says, do y'all like Hobby Lobby? It's one of my favorite craft stores because the one I go to in Monroe has fur in the fabric section. There are things I like about Hobby Lobby. The convenience of Hobby Lobby. I like that a lot. I like some of the stuff that they have at Hobby Lobby, for sure. As a company, Hobby Lobby is pretty garbage. And I don't like a lot of the things they do on a corporate level. But none of that is the people who work there in my local store's fault, so I don't take it out on them. Jennifer Pugh says, kind of looks like a tiny shark. Eclipse, yeah. Tiny shark. Some little teethers on there. They have a little like non-stick coating, or not, the opposite of non-stick coating, a grippy coating on the ends of them, which makes them cling on to the fabric really well. I like them. We have a bunch. We use a bunch.
Listen to Jolene go.
I was just out at my other mother's house this weekend. My best friend from high school's mom, who has definitely adopted me, and her husband is who refurbished Jolene for me during COVID, and he gave me a sticker to put on it. That pretty cool Rolls Royce sticker. Shannon Hobbs says, wait, costume camp? I'm just brainstorming is the thing. Just brainstorming. We're just shooting ideas out into the ether.
Night.
Listen, as your dedicated personal professional suggestion harpy, that's part of the gig, is just brainstorming cool ideas and seeing how many people go, ooh, I want to do that. See also puppet camp. So Shannon, put it on the website. I figure Rue would be tired being the only one besides Alan teaching all the time, which takes some work off his plate. Because Alex and I aren't busy enough as it. I couldn't even say it with a straight face. We were just lounging around, wishing there was more work to do. Gosh, if only there was something that would keep us occupied. Just kidding. I keyed. Trying to manipulate this around without stabbing myself and without dislodging the pins that are holding the other stuff in place. Things are fine. Natty Pan says, cool jewelry for Jolene, who I'm assuming is a sewing machine. Yes, this is Jolene. And when we get closer to wrapping up, I'll pull the camera down and give you the up-close version of Jolene. She came with the name. I can claim no credit there. But
that's how we knew she was ours.
Yeah, that is 100%. I saw this sewing machine on Facebook Marketplace and was like, it's covered in stickers and its name is Jolene. I have a mighty need. Ashton Jones says, costume camp, please, 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 please. Shannon says, girl, when you brainstorm, things happen. You quit that. I will not. Jordan Weasel says, have either of you been to Goodwill? If so, can you remember any items or knickknacks that stood out to you? Not Goodwill specifically in a while, but we definitely go thrifting fairly frequently. My favorite thing about thrifting in this area is because it's a fairly wealthy area. Plano is, across the board, not a super poor area. And so their thrift stores usually have really nice stuff in them. And invariably, I have had Alan's thrift store luck rub off on me. And I don't think any time in the last 3 or 4 years have I gone into a thrift store and not found just the exact thing I was looking for this project. Like we made a really awesome red and blacklight Day of the Dead dress for a show, and almost the entirety of it I found the pieces to make in one thrift shop. It was fantastic. Loved it a lot. Edson says, Mama's gonna want a small kickback. Jeez. Brian Lippert says, pleat me. Oh, good gosh. Things are fine. Oh, lost a pin. Somewhere. I'll probably find it at some point. Barbara Saletti says, I love upcycling stuff from thrift stores. Absolutely. Like, I also really like upcycling stuff from thrift stores. We do a lot of that here at Dark Hour. And I think the really important thing when you're going to... Oh, damn it. When you're...
Oh, no.
What?
The worst thing may have just happened.
What? Oh, no. We've got a glove dune.
Things are fine.
It's
just silicone.
Yeah, it's just silicone. Things are fine. That when you go is to think outside the box. Like, it never has to stay the thing that it started out as. You know, it could have started its life out as a, you know, what was the thing he used for the Oni? Like, it could have started out its life as a decorative box for somebody's coffee table, and it ends up being a totally awesome armor for a Asian demon. Like, cool stuff like that. You just gotta think outside the box. Nothing is ever finished when it gets to you, so you just fix it the way you want it. Shannon says, it's a really good idea though. I still like the idea of a costume distressing lab. One day class when you bring home the costume and or costume pieces and learn to distress them and then take them home. Barbara slowly says, will there be therapy afterwards? Listen, I'm like half a therapist. We do therapy here. It's fine.
Amen. I can attest for that.
Jordan Easel says, are you okay, Alex? I hope you're not hurt.
It's just silicone.
How'd you split your glove?
I don't know.
It is a mystery.
Now my hand is only slightly sticky.
Cleanup tonight will be interesting.
It's gonna take 5 minutes to get another glove.
I guess it probably wouldn't help if you powdered on top of the silicone.
No, it just makes a paste.
Hate it when that happens.
Even when my hands are just normal sweating,
Mm-hmm.
paste. Can't make baby powder, can't do nothing. It's like struggle.
Alex is on the struggle bus tonight.
I'm like the seat right behind the driver. I'm the passenger princess.
The struggle bus passenger princess. I'm not even driving the bus. Natty Pan says, is Alex distressed while distressing? Yes. So what
Also,
doing, Alex?
well, besides struggling to put another door on, I've just silicone and yucked up all the scarecrow coat.
What'd you put in your silicone?
Silicone and gel. Other gel, antique stuff.
Saddle tan? Gel Antique.
Yeah.
We use Gel Antique for a lot of stuff.
I pulled, like, we have so many bottles of this over there
Yeah.
that I pulled one up yesterday and it's not even open. It's probably 10 years old. One of my favorite things that Lexi told me on a show night was a costumer should be a little less distressed than their costume. I was like, good suit, Lex.
Yeah.
Patch. She made the patch list that night.
Nice. Barbara Soleti says, looks properly disgusting. Jordan Easel says, the blue gloves are pretty tight. Whatever happened to the white gloves? They were way more flexible and durable than these tight, brittle blue gloves.
There's white gloves?
I guess we have some black gloves that are thicker.
Those take even longer to get on.
Maybe put them on over these.
Maybe.
Double whammy. Creative Doof says, I'm cooking some turkey burgers for Din Din. I'm baking them in the oven like my grandpa used to cook them. Plus I added mushrooms, bacon, and even some leftover sauerkraut. That sounds really good. Creative Doof says, it's cooking with the bacon. My father would probably disown me just for the bacon and kraut, simply because he hates sauerkraut. Jennifer Pugh says, I have to be at work early, so I'm dropping off, but I'll watch the rest tomorrow. So do some outrageous stuff. Good night, Pew Pew Pew. I can't tell you how outrageous it's going to get. It might get crazy. Or it might just be pretty chill and sedate, because that's the vibe. So how does the, or does the Gel Antique, like, make the silicone setup? Like, does it just sets up like regular, or does it make it thinner?
From what I've noticed, it may make it a little thicker, a little bit. But this silicone, I feel like, silicone's already pretty thick-ish. So I may water it down with a little naphtha. But we're not gonna tell no one that. Just so I can better work with it.
Yeah.
Because with it thick, it just wants to. Well, I don't know. We'll find it later.
I'm gonna kick you down a little bit so let's see what you're doing.
There was a spot before I started watering it down yesterday that if it's just so thick and it just like globs on and then it's hard to
Smear.
So getting it to a consistency that you can work with is important.
Creative Doof says, I hope those burgers will be tasty. I usually use my electric grill for burgers. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Now I'm hungry. I wasn't hungry when Alex went to the store earlier. Now I'm hungry. Alex is going to be covered in silicone by the end of this. Creative Doof says, I thought I'd try my oven for tonight. Less mess. Yeah, that's fair. Trying to remember to trim my tails. Okay, let's see where we're at. Creative Doof says, sorry. Yeah. There's oven chat happening. Ladies. So our sliding crew just went by behind us there. Rotated.
It's a wild Kaylee.
Ida Kaylee!
Hello!
Oh. Ozbot, no! Good lord.
We were just too much. Ladies' night's a big deal.
There.
Ah, and I'm gonna come over to you, Stacy.
Yeah, come say hi.
Here I am.
Ida Kaylee! How's the sliding going?
I learned a couple new things.
Nice.
I was kind of being a boring berry, and I was just kind of going forward on my knees like this.
Mm-hmm.
And Megan actually taught me how to, like, not like exhibition sliding, but like actual stylistic stuff.
Nice.
You know, like pulling to the side and like creeping around.
Heck yeah.
And we actually figured out a cool new thing in the library, which is fun.
Nice.
So it's great.
Well, heck yeah. I'm glad you guys got some practice today.
Dude, I learned how to go backwards.
Oh, yeah?
I learned how to turn around and go backwards.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. It was exciting.
We're still turned on sliding.
Hey. Don't insult me
Jordan
like
says
that.
Ozzy is throwing a fit. Such a misbehaved camera. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the Ozbot. Wake up, buddy. Little buddy. What doing? He's given up. Yonase.
Yanase. Alright, I'm gonna go take all this stuff off me.
All right. Let us know when you guys head out.
Will do. I'm gonna go declothed.
Sliders.
Don't you ever insult me.
I was waiting for that. I was like, Marsh's gonna love that slide.
Oh,
that was great.
Creative Doof says hunger is kind of a pain at times. It gives me the headaches. Unfortunately, the allergies might have been doing that. Yeah, the allergies are brutal. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have been fighting the grass out there. It does not like me. It makes my face sad. All my sinuses are like, hey, I don't know if you know it or not, but it sucks outside. I'm like, yeah, I was aware, thanks.
That's lizard though.
Yeah.
That's a requirement.
Yeah, we go and eat our lunch outside and sit in the sun for a little while, have our lizard time, try and absorb that vitamin D. Jordan Easel says, hunger gives me indigestion. The opposite of hunger also gives me indigestion. I got myself twice in that same one. Dumb. We're at 5 now?
I think that's 5.
Good lord.
No more for the rest of the night.
I'm going to do my best. Jordan Neal says we've gone from spring fever to hay fever. Yes, correct. I never had like any seasonal allergies until I got pregnant. And imagine my surprise when I was out at Scarborough. All of a sudden, my whole face starts swelling up and watering and woof. Not my best day. I'm like, what even happened? So did you work any haunted houses before you worked here, Alex?
Nar.
Nar. Were you into haunted houses?
Nar.
No.
That's just a baby.
Yeah, Alex started working here when you were, what, 18? Hey! Masato K says, hello all. Hi, Masato. Edson says, one of those pizzas coming. Please don't actually send those pizzas. We are poor. Creative Dude says, I do know that the summer does kill my grass and weeds. Yeah, at least there's that. A little seasonal murder, you know, for fun. We put a lot of native clover into our yard, which does help keep it green a little bit longer, I think. But also I don't like grass, like, just categorically. Jordan Easel says, pregnancies tend to affect body chemistry, but I'm no expert. Yeah, that was, apparently that's a thing. You can have spontaneously erupting allergies. Fortunately, I guess none of mine were food allergies, so at least there's that. Just developed a allergy to grass and, like, pecan trees.
Sliders.
Jordan Easel says, take my word with a grain of salt. I will. Thanks. Farmer Reedaville says, Mo Laserin. Hey, Jake. Jake gets a piece. If you've just joined us tonight, it is just Alex and I in the shop, hanging out, getting some distressing and some sewing done. And heads up, this is apparently a little jarring and loud, but it is Ladies' Night! And we were very excited about it. He's probably never going to let us do it again. I regret nothing. Let the record reflect.
Can anyone else just see like this very sly, the tiniest little smile and
Yeah.
yes,
Come here. Don't.
She's stealing my Alex. Creative Dude says the 4-month heat wave. Yes. Yes. And Barbara slowly said, ah! Oh, found a rogue pin. Where did you come from? And also, where did you go? All right. We're gonna say it was like here. Yeah. That seems correct. Jordan Easel asked, is Alex working on a scarecrow suit? Yes. Yes, she is. Now, let me pick you back up. You stood up. Now you're out of frame.
Alex, we're leaving.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye.
Sliders are heading home.
yeah. This is ground scarecrow.
Mm-hmm.
We needed a ground option for promo because we kind of have a promo, like a pretty solid promo team, and not all of them are stilt certified to be able to do stilt scarecrow. We were like, there can be ground scarecrow. Why
Yeah.
not?
Plenty of them.
Ground scarecrow there was. It's about to be promo season.
Creative Juices, I think my phone screamed from that first scare. 1980s, the petroleum products and cotton. What could go wrong? Yeah, it's fine. Things are fine. Shannon Hop says he just said never again. It's too late now.
Hey, we could do this tomorrow.
I was gonna say
And the next day,
you're all the way
and
in
the next
in
day.
the far wild woolly north. We could do this every day until you get home.
You gave us the password today.
Jordan Neal says an oil slick is what could ensue. Yeah, a distinct possibility. Oh, hi 1980. I just realized that was who said that. This is weird for me because usually my job during the lives is just to read the comments. So I am both working and weirdly feeling like I'm slacking. Yes, we've gone mad with power. That's what happened here. When I asked Alex if she wanted to do this live with me tonight, she said, we have to give the people what they want.
And by people, it may have just been me and you.
Yeah, listen.
But we're people.
That's fine.
I took my gloves off too early.
Oh, no.
I thought my cup was empty.
Oh, no. Things are fine. Oh my gosh, Diane Parrish, thank you so much. Super chat us $20.
Woo!
Diane, you're awesome, and you get a Beastman. Creative Dude says, just don't play with fire. Jordan Neal says, what will you do to keep the final costume from being sticky, Alex?
It's not really all that sticky. Like, this is one I did yesterday, and it's put it back on the hanger. This is one I did yesterday, and it's dry. It's pretty good. Not really sticky.
Just in that way that silicone stays soft.
Yeah.
Like it's not really tacky, it's just soft.
And this one I actually added some sawdust into it.
Yeah.
So it's very textury. So it's even like the texture of like normal silicone. It's not a whole lot there.
Hangers are hard, man. I don't know. "1980 says, I thought that was a mannequin behind Alex until he scratched his nose.
It does that. Good old Jim Bob.
This is absolutely one of the creepiest places to be in the show when there's nobody else here. Like, because there's a lot of mannequins in here, and you can hear a lot of different areas of the building from this spot. And you can hear
Very
stuff
much.
from outside,
It's
and
very much, well, I'd say center of the building.
sort of.
It's center-ish.
Yeah.
Like the inside the haunt would be like
Center
exact
proper,
center.
yeah. We're
But-
central.
Yeah.
Centrally
So you
located.
hear lots of things.
Jordan Easel asks, what kind of silicone are you using?
All-purpose clear silicone number 1. The one that smells like vinegar.
That's my
Great.
favorite one. Smells like Easter. Creative Doof said, how did those clawed hands that Alan did last week turn out? Which ones was he doing? Oh, for the werewolf shoot. The ones he was repainting?
Werewolf shoot. Ew! They're great! I don't even know where they ended up. I don't think they brought them to me. But they were great. We put hair on them Thursday morning, and then Thursday afternoon we had a shoot.
So that worked out. Jordan, 1980 says 5 people are staring at it now, waiting for it to move. Jordan Nielsen says, I thought that mannequin was a static prop. Did I miss something? You did not. It's just 1980 being
That we know
funny.
of.
Yeah. Just people being funny. He does not, in fact, move. except for when we're not here. And then what he does in his own time is his own business.
Yeah. This is kind of gross looking, but for example, talking about the watered down stage, this did not get as watered down. Sorry, this looks really gross. But this did not get as watered down, so it's really clumpy. So
This
we're
is
gonna roll with it.
the post Taco Bell state.
Ladies.
Listen, what I wanted was some audio that just said "Ladies' Night," and I couldn't find any, and I couldn't figure out how to get my phone to transfer an MP3 file, and so we ended up with crowd noise. Things are fine.
Next time.
Next time, and hopefully it will be slightly less jarring than crowd noise. Well, and the wild thing is, I will have to go back and watch the actual feed to see what that actually sounds like, because we can't hear it in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Creative Doof says, for added creepiness, if you have a scene with a wall and a window, put the mannequin on the other side with a slow blinking strobe light facing it. You're welcome. Oh yeah, quality scares. Jordan Easel says, now Alan told me that caulk silicone wasn't good for skin. What are you doing differently? Well, none of this is going to be directly on skin. All of this is exterior stuff, and it's not totally coated in silicone, so you're not worried about it trapping heat or moisture or leaching out, really. All of this is going on in a far exterior layer that will have clothes underneath it as well. 1980 says, pop out of the restroom, scream, I got it, with a handful of that junk. Yes, that would be really fun.
One thing that we require with our actors is that they always have their own underlayer. So, in theory, no,
Hypothetically.
I don't check, but in theory, they should all have something on under the stuff that I get.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to have silicone caulking on you too much, because it will leach out chemicals onto your skin. Heavy metals, not great. Which is part of the reason why we're wearing gloves when we work with it, mostly.
As long as they work.
As long as they don't explode. And as long as you've got a lot of fabric in between your body and the silicone, you should be fine. Where did this even go? I'm just gonna take this over here for a moment. Jordan Easel says that figure looks like Jeff the Killer. This is Jim Bob?
Jim Bob!
He's wearing a lovely wig right now. Jim Bob is our main go-to workhorse for mannequins, dummies in the building. One of our go-tos. You can tell because he's so spray painted. Creative Deuce says, don't share any mannequin ideas with Alan. He might place it in the bathroom and sitting on the throne. During COVID, when we were up here working, all of the figures that currently occupy our red room towards the finale were moved around the building and placed sometimes in bathroom stalls. It was very terrifying. Walk in and be like, okay. Things are fine. Jordan Easel says, almost looks like he's wearing a white shirt with splotchy jeans. Yeah, that tracks. 1980 says, one jumpsuit, dark hour, septic, and sewer. Creative Doof says, if he does, take pictures. Noted. What doing, Alex?
Not starting a fire.
We didn't start the fire.
I'm going to have to be adjusted again. I sat back down.
That's okay. Listen, tonight I am producer, comment reader, and doer of things. So it's all good. I'm doing all the things.
So, right now, I'm not too incredibly thrilled with the phone.
Yeah.
But, it's fine, because we're going to get to a stage where we are thrilled with it,
Good.
and it'll be great. But right now, not the most excited.
So what was your process on this so far?
So I decided to do a foam, and by foam, Loctite, not sponsored. Because I did, so like all of these are the trick-or-treaters, and I did the same silicone bit. Boy, the entire graveyard's gonna be covered in silicone now that I think about it.
Yep.
That's fine. But I didn't want to do the silicone on the brown robes because silicone with the gel is brown and you wouldn't really be able to even see it on brown robes. So I did the foam, the Loctite foam, and this one I like better than this other brown one. I laid it down on my trusty little trash can and onto the robe, and then with my working gloves, I have no words, I just have sound effects.
That's all right.
With the foam and like splotched it out to where this one in particular, this one doesn't get like the great big puffed up foam bits like this one did. I don't especially care for the big chunks of it, so those will come. But I don't like that one right now. I like this one more, so we're going to start with this one.
1980 says, when you tell her it's been a while, she doesn't believe you. No. Okay. Jordan Easel says, do you know of any caulking material that is skin safe? No, I do not. Largely because all of those are meant for like construction and such, so they're not obligated to be skin safe. If you are looking for something that is okay to use on your skin, like cosmetic grade latex, you could do buildups with that. I probably wouldn't use masked latex directly on your skin, but they do make cosmetic grade latex. Oh no, ran out of bobbin. Everybody drink. 1980 is that costume for Eileen. No. Barbara Solity says, Loctite, the maker's friend. Creative Duke says, the mannequins walking any steps are a nice creepy idea too, especially if anyone opens any doors. Definitely. Jordan Easel says, is that white stuff meant to be mold?
Sure.
It's meant to be a mess.
It's supposed to be anything but vomit. I don't want it to be vomit, so I'm steering clear of green. And maybe yellow. I'd be okay with yellow, as long as it's not with green.
Not
I don't want it to be
green.
vomit. Anything but vomit, great. Which I guess mold is green.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this texture, I like, because it's not the chunky, big fluff bits, and that looks very vomity.
Yeah.
This texture looks moldy. I like that.
Gonna wind a bobbin on Jolene. Here we go. Adventure, excitement. First, drop stuff. So this actually has the bobbin winder on it. You have to engage the drivetrain for the machine. flip that forward. And here we go. Am I going to use all this tan? Betcha I will. This is the ultimate thread chicken. Will your bobbin run out of room first? Or will your thread? It's definitely the thread. Na-na! Now y'all behave, just because Alan's not here. And as we all know, having white as a base color that you can turn into any other color is not a bad idea. Yes. Now I go back under the machine. Needle is up. With my new eyes. Wait. We'll be back. I have to get more thread. I'm back. I forgot I had some sitting on the table over there. Things are fine. We'll go with a closer to actually white thread this time. Thread. 1980 says a seafoam green airbrush over the foam would give it a penicillin look.
Huh?
A seafoam green airbrush over the foam would give it a penicillin look.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and we're back. Jordan uses, I think penicillin has medicinal properties. It is, I don't know that it's its primary function, because I guess its primary function is to be a mold, but yes, very useful in all sorts of things. So what's the heat gun doing to it?
Boiling it
Oh yeah?
like peanuts.
Boiling it like peanuts. Got it.
There's one thing about me. I love boiling spray adhesive.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd already put spray adhesive on it. I thought you were just hitting the foam. Yeah, I really like the texture that boiled Super 77 gives.
Mm-hmm. And even like it looks cool, just like how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then hitting it. Ew! I forgot there's silicone on the stove.
Oh no! Oh no!
That'll be fun.
1980 says, giant tub of cottage cheese sounds yummy. Jordan says, I don't like cottage cheese. I do like cottage cheese. Team cottage cheese. There's our controversial opinion for the night. Do you like cottage cheese?
So this is the same little spray adhesive boiling technique on the little skull, but it's dry brushed and airbrushed.
Nice.
So it even looks like it looks cool how it is, but it looks kind of even cooler. Bam.
one that lost some pins. 1980 says, have you tried web glue spray?
Like a web gun?
There's another kind of spray adhesive. Maybe it's the 90 or something that comes out in kind of like a web.
Yes!
It was a very excited Alex face.
Where is it? Yes! This is also my favorite. 90? Yes. And for contacts.
Jordan Easel says, nor do I like popcorn ceilings. And just like I said earlier, Alex is starting an oil slick on her arms. Yes.
Yes, it is.
1980 says, okay, cottage cheese or ricotta in homemade lasagna. All right. I currently prefer ricotta in homemade lasagna, but I grew up with cottage cheese. So I have a deep and abiding love for cottage cheese in lasagna, but if I make it now, I make it with ricotta. I think I like the overall texture, although I will say that like growing up, I don't think we could get like the low moisture cottage cheese or whatever, so it was all like soupy.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you strain your cottage cheese, which my mother did not, you get like a lot of whey in there, which makes your lasagna a little runny. Ricotta doesn't do that. Ricotta would never do that to you. Jordan usually says ricotta all the way. Yeah. My problem with ricotta is I rarely make lasagna, and they don't really sell ricotta in small containers. So we always have a big container of ricotta. If we make pasta or something, I better make sure I use all of it, because it's kind of the only thing I use it for. And then it will just sit there and go bad, because I forget it's there.
Yeah, Shannon, do you remember Shannon that used to work in here? She would eat cottage cheese and pears for lunch, and she would mix them.
Yeah, I like that. I like cottage cheese and fruit. I like cottage cheese and avocado. Tomatoes, pretty good. I grew up eating it with pineapple, but I also like with peaches. I don't think I've ever tried it with pears, but I'm not into it.
She would eat that all the time. I just go across the desk from her and, okay.
Jordan usually says ricotta all the way, but I prefer parm, or maybe I prefer feta. Feta is really good. 1980 says, if you use no-boil noodles, the cottage cheese doesn't really matter, it gets absorbed. Listen, I've only been introduced to the concept of no-boil noodles like this year. I've been boiling my noodles like a schmuck.
Yeah. I think I've used them like once.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's cardboard, but
But maybe it's cardboard. Jordan usually says feta and parm are great on salads. True. We do like a pasta bake with feta that's like feta and tomatoes and oil and kind of roast it all in there with the feta, and it's very good. In case I wasn't already hungry. Alright, something is twisted in here. What is going on? Barbara Saletti says, pineapple on cottage cheese. Yeah, that's good stuff. A quality snack. Jordan usually says, I use no boil lasagna. Yeah, it's clever stuff. Conceptually, I like it. And it does save me from the awkward dance of what do we do with these noodles? Like, they're gonna stick together. No.
actually, I think the one time that I did use because like the boiling noodles, you always have leftovers.
Yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 left in the box. And
Yeah.
You don't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
I think the no boil ones, I think there was like just enough of them.
Huh. Well, there you go.
So that is the best side to those, I guess.
8:34. About 30 minutes left.
Wow.
I know the time flies. You're having fun. Christy says boiled Super 77. What did I miss? My connection cut out. Also love cottage cheese. Cottage cheese core even. Oh yeah, cottage cheese core. Right now, Alex is putting some texture onto trick-or-treater costumes using Super 77, spraying it on there. I'm just going to move this so you can see her. There you go. She is putting that Super 77 on there and then hitting it with the heat gun to boil the Super 77 and make a really cool texture. 1980 says, one of those memes that got me was if you stack 2 lasagnas, it's still 1 lasagna. Yes. Jordan Newsom says, I always use the whole box when cooking pasta dishes. Helpful that.
Boy, it is the goal tonight, just to get covered.
You could hang that somewhere else.
Well, I went to go like this, and
Yeah.
I forgot I sprayed 90 on the back.
Choices were made.
So now we're silicone on the back of my arm, 90 on front.
But listen, so far we're holding strong at only 5 stabs, so knock on wood.
In the last 30 minutes.
In the last 30 minutes, it's going to be 20 stabs. I'm trying real hard to dodge these pins. Mixed results. Okay. Where am I going here? 1980 says, fried cheese curds better than mozzarella sticks, yay or nay? Yay. I can definitely eat more more cheese curds, fried cheese curds. But it's a fairly new phenomenon to have them here in Texas. We just got a Culver's not too terribly long ago, and I guess maybe Freddy's serves cheese curds. But mozzarella sticks was the only game in town for a long time, so you get accustomed. Creative Juice says, I like cottage cheese too, but there's none of that here. That is a shame. Barbara Slitty says, cheese curds. Yes. Jordan Easel says mozzarella. Barbara Slitty says fried, please. Jordan Easel says mozzarella all the way. Oh, the great cheese fight. Here we go.
Ooh!
Alex have secret cheese? Oh, snap. Some snacking cheese. So I saw a TikTok about a cheese I want to try. I'm on Cheese Talk. I don't know if you're on Cheese Talk with the cool kids. Barbara Slitty says, yeah, Freddy's. Jordan says, curd belongs on poutine exclusively. Fair enough. Also have never had that because it's Canadian and we just don't have anyone that makes that here. But on Cheese Talk, I saw a video about this cheese that I really want to try called Mimolette. And it's like a super orange cheese, and on the outside it looks like a cantaloupe, kind of, or a melon of some kind. And it's got little like crystals in it of flavor. It looks really good. Kind of a firm cheese, yeah. It's on my. It's like a bucket list cheese because I think it's kind of expensive. But it looks really good. 1980 said I had Bosco sticks. They're like monster mozzarella sticks. I don't even know what that is. Creative Juice says I'm eyeing my turkey burgers with onions, bacon, kraut, tomato, pickles, cheese, and mushrooms. As the robot said in Lost in Space, crush, kill, destroy. Nice. Barbara Slutty says, ooh. 1980 says Colby is the shiz. Yeah, I'm Team Colby all the way as well.
The sheet. The sheet.
The sheet. We're deep in the sheet now, guys. And so much to go. Barbara Slutty says Irish cheese that has a green rind is really good. Yeah, I would not doubt. I'm a cheddar gal. I like a sharp cheddar. I like a cheese with a lot of backbone to it. Layers, there's layers. So what now, Alex?
We're going with mold.
All right, chat wins. Mold it is. I'm winning. Jordan Nielsen says, I like pepper jack. Barbara Slutty says, dip it into the cheese. Diane Parrish says, thanks, it's 8:30 and I'm eating cottage cheese. No regrets. Listen, as a professional shoulder devil, I will never apologize for encouraging someone to eat their night cheese. Working on my night cheese. Got Liz Lemon jokes up in here. 1980 says blue cheese is for true connoisseurs. I do like a blue cheese. So I will say blue cheese is about as stinky a cheese as I prefer. Not really big into the Limburger. Barbara Slutty says 940 here. Yeah. Ashton Jones says ghost pepper cheese. Yum. You know,
That sounds dangerous.
I generally do not like most of the food that I consume to be painful, but I do like a bit of spice, so I would be willing to give that a try. So Alan can be bought with Beastman stuff. I can be bought with cheese. Barbara Slutty says no such thing as too much cheese. There is such a thing as too much cheese, but only in one sitting. I have made myself tragically ill with too much cheese. I got very excited. It was a very good cheese. It was a lot of good cheese. Creative Deuce. Oh, go ahead.
Like cheese and garlic.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Listen, it's coming back. It's coming back.
Come back.
Yeah.
Cheese and garlic, weakness.
Yeah. 1980 says, I have to share my Harris jalapeno popper cheese puffs with my dog. He loves them. I bet. Creative Deuce says, isn't beer cheese like stinky? Many years ago, my dad might have bought some. Unfortunately, he let it turn into a science project. Oof. Now, what I think of as beer cheese is like a mix, like a dip almost, or like a fondue, where you heat the cheese and the beer up together, then it makes a delicious dipping sauce.
See it with pretzels a lot.
Oh yeah. Jordan Easel says American cheese is well-rounded and not to be dismissed. Yes, can confirm. In terms of a quality grilled cheese, Kraft American Singles, all the way. Oh my gosh. Almost knocked over this whole mound of sheet. Jordan Easel says it's popular with burgers for a reason. Yeah, it's a quality melty cheese. Now, granted, it is a, what do they call it? A cheese product, which means mostly it's cheese. Mostly it's cheese. But it can't be legally sold as cheese. It has to be sold as cheese product. Which won't stop me from eating it, but might give some folks pause. I don't know, I've gotten out of my bottom ring somehow. I don't know. Barbara Slutty says, Limburger cheese used to be my dad's favorite. No one would approach him. 1980 says, I get smoked cheddar from the deli to pair with summer sausage. Smoked cheddar, yeah. Creative Deuce says, whatever cheese he bought that night, he never bought again. Fair enough. I just saw what is the other really stinky cheese? It's not Limburger. It starts with an M. Again, TikTok. I've been spending a lot of time on TikTok lately. And it was...
Me too, but it's not giving me cheese.
Well, listen, I will start...
It's giving me therapy.
Just you wait. I'll start sending you cheese TikToks.
Please.
But we will adjust your algorithm. It's fine. But it was like, she called them Chippy Buddies, and they're like nachos, but with potato chips and a stinky cheese. And Not balsamic vinegar, but balsamic like glaze, and then put in the oven, and they looked really good. Munster cheese? No, it wasn't Munster cheese. I'll have to find it. I'll find it and I'll post it in the groupers group. Jordan uses to put Thousand Island on my burgers. That does sound like it would be good. Creator Juice says try some avocado dressing on the burgers next time. Jordan Easel says smoked cheese is worth its weight in gold. Smoked mozzarella, anyone? You gonna hit this mozzarella?
Girl, smoked anything.
Smoked anything, yeah.
I would eat a smoked shoe. Smoked.
I think my favorite thing that I've had smoked recently was smoked salmon with smoked cream cheese. And let me tell you, it was real tasty.
I'm not normally like a cottage cheese or
Yeah.
I'm not really.
That's not your cheese.
Yeah, that's not normally my cheese, but if it's smoked,
I'm about it.
yeah, when I know this looks crazy, trust the process.
Trust the process. No early
Look at me
judgment.
like that.
She can feel you looking at her all the way from Philly. Knock it off.
I have a week to figure out what I'm doing.
Things are fine. Barbara Sletty says camembert smells. Yeah. Now I just super can't remember, so I'll have to look it up. But it did look really good. And I am not one to turn down a cheese, so. And like, you know, I'm pretty food adventurous. I'll try most anything once. Twice to make sure it wasn't a bad batch the first time.
I always thought I wasn't a picky eater until Ivan started listing off things, and I was like,
Nope.
no.
Hard
What about
no.
this? No. Okay, what with this? No.
Edson Glute says, I smoke my own cheese, but a good squeezed cheese on crackers is still a good go-to. Oh yeah, squeezed cheese and chicken on a biscuit? Mmm. Tell me you were raised poor white trash without telling me you were raised poor white trash. All about that chicken and a biscuit. Creative Doof says there's a variant of cheeses in the UK called the Stinking Bishop. I also see Limburger, Raquette, I don't know how to say that, Camembert, Roquefort, Taleggio, Esposes. 1980 says certain cheeses can't be called names unless they actually were made in that region by law. Yeah, absolutely. Jordan Easel says, I'm slowly acquiring a taste for pickles. I can munch on a gherkin fortnightly. Sames. Creative Doof says, courtesy of the internet. Yeah. Yeah, no, I am big on pickles, but only of the dill variety. Like, well, that's not actually true, because I like a pickled jalapeno, too. But I do not like sweet pickles. And Tony, of course, is a bread and butter pickle guy.
Mm-hmm.
But of course.
I'm very excited. Like, so during COVID, I did like my big garden, and I had cucumber plants, and then I had pickles, obviously. But I like pickles, but I don't like cucumbers.
Ah, okay.
So I made like a ton of pickles, and I started my little seedlings a week ago, and I think I have 8 cucumber plants that have come up.
Oh man.
And I'm very excited to have pickles again.
Are we gonna can some pickles?
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah. And with like 8, like they're still coming up.
Yeah.
So there could be more.
But wait,
And
there's more.
with 8 plants, I'm gonna have a ton of pickles.
Oh no, Barbara Saletti. She says, oh no, I was really ill after eating chicken and a biscuit as a teen. I can't even smell them without becoming ill. Woof, that's a drag. That would make me very sad. Because I really like chicken and a biscuit. Though I did feel the very same way about broccoli cheese soup for a very long time after getting a really terrible case of food poisoning. Tragic. But yeah, we discovered, I guess, maybe on a still peace trip that I like pickled eggs. But only the mild pickled eggs that they have at Buc-ee's. We have yet to find its equal. And they usually come with like a pickled jalapeno and a pickled carrot and onions or something like that. And then, when you're done with the pickled eggs, you save that good juice in there and throw it in a martini. And then you have a pickled egg martini, and everyone thinks you're gross, but no one asks for a drink of your drink, so. Barbara Saletti says maybe eating an entire box had something to do with it. Maybe. Creative Dude says pickle brine can be addictive. Oh yeah. Gotta get that brine fix in.
Yeah, okay.
You're getting there.
That's better than I did.
That's true.
That's all I can ask for.
Hey, give it some low lights. Darken up some of those areas.
Oh, I forgot sleeves.
1980 says, being that it's right after 420, pickle juice was in high demand. Everybody got a little dehydrated? Hope everyone survived Amateur's Day. Christian Ty Edwards says, woohoo, ladies' night. Oh, that's right, it's ladies' night. Oh, I regret nothing. I regret nothing. And Sinclair says, pickle juice is the bomb for chicken brine? Yes, it is. That's the secret to Chick-fil-A chicken. Just in case you didn't know, they pickle brine all their chicken, and that's why it tastes like that. Do it at home. Jordan Easel says, what are your thoughts on pepperoncini? I have no perspective on pickled pepper. Yeah, I like pepperoncini. Good on a sandwich. A little briny. Very nice. Hard to go wrong with that. Barbara Liz. Yeah, the one thing I couldn't figure out how to get the buttons to do was to add stuff into the chat. So I'll have to figure out. There's more layers to this. I know it. I just don't know where all the pieces are. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I had to go back and find a previous live where we had actually used the Beastman fist bump, so I could remember what size the Beastman fist bump was supposed to be. He sent me 3 different images. None of them were the same size. I think I've at least finished this corner, which isn't too bad. Let's see. Let me show you my sheet. Jordan Easel says, looks like Frost barfed up some crushed spearmint candy. Gross. Okay, I'm stealing your camera so I can show off what we did. So, this, some of our newly and tattered sheep ghost goodness. got a lot of good movement. It's got a little bit of color variation. And I think in the show, it's going to look really cool. So, yeah. We've made some progress. And I haven't stabbed myself again yet, so that's good. Do a couple more of these, and I think we'll wrap it up. Barbara Saletti says, I don't know, at least the color doesn't clash. Picture in picture. Ha ha ha. I'm feeling very pleased with myself that I've figured out things with the live today. Creative Dude says, I tried some pickle beer. It was okay. Yay for independent brewers. Now they just need to stop making 4-packs cost $12. Testify. Absolutely testify. I really like pickle beer. I think the one I enjoy the most is the Best Made pickle beer, because Best Made pickles are awesome. Though I think there was a really good like dill pickle like ranch water drink that I had that was pretty good. It was like a pickle seltzer. Didn't suck.
The first time I saw the ranch waters was at Scarborough.
Oh yeah?
And I never heard of them before. I just saw them and I was like,
What?
ranch water?
Yeah, thinking it was like ranch dressing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, if people are buying, like voluntarily buying
Yeah,
this
on
drink,
purpose.
Sure, I mean, okay.
Creative Dude says, anyone in the chat decides to look for the brew, it's made by Freetail. Nice. Jordan Easel says, I have to be in a particular mood for pickles. I mean, that's fair. 6.
6.
That one was in the palm, too. Ow. Nice Danny says, pickle beer was the smell after someone opened the jar of eggs at the end of the bar. We always keep a big jar of pickles at the museum when we work at the Monster Museum because they are very good for hydration, keeping those electrolytes up. And we definitely want to stay hydrated out there in the heat. And I think it was last week that we got the bugbear installed? Late last week? Early this week? I don't know what day it is. Time has no meaning.
Friday?
Friday. So yeah, the owlbear, not bugbear. We already have a bugbear out there. The owlbear is in his new home, speaking of the Monster Museum. Okay. We'll do this one last one. We'll call it a night. Of course, I picked a complicated one. Here we go. Crazy Ed's, Barbara Sully says, Crazy Ed's Cave Creek Chili Beer. I am also an equal opportunity beer gal. I'll try a weird beer. I think one of my favorite local beer, I guess it's Oklahoma made, but there's a brewery that makes a Sour Patch Kids beer that was so good. Oh my God. Like it was the best things about Sour Patch Kids, the best things about beer. It was very refreshing, a little sour. I liked it a lot. I mean, I say it was a little sour. It was a sour beer, like that. And of course, like, it also is craft beer, so it's expensive. And they like only sell it out of one of their tap rooms. Because I was like, my sister lives in Oklahoma. I was like, give me this beer. She was like, they didn't have any. I'm like, damn it. Okay. I think that is as much as I'm going to get accomplished tonight. Creative Dude says, seriously, the Guinness beer and Shiner cost about $11 for 6 bottles. For hydration, stock on Gatorades. Fair. Barbara Slutty says it has jalapenos in it. Creative Dude says, or electrolyte waters. True also. Georgie says, this has been fun, y'all. We love you. Christian, we love you too, Jordan. Christian Takeover says a little sweet, sour, gone. Yes. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop over here. All right. Say goodnight, Alex.
Good night, Alex.
And I'm gonna come back over here, and I'm gonna say goodnight. Thanks for joining us tonight, and go make stuff. Or make stuff. I can't even do it right if it's me saying it. All right. Good night.